In this video, I'm going to show you some of my favorite Valk cam spots and how to play her properly. First, let's take a look at the top floor sites of Villa. To begin, I'm going to show you where to place the cams. So first we're going to move into study, and we're going to throw our cam right in between the fireplace and that beam on the ceiling. We're going to use this for our nitro cell below. For our next cam, we're going to throw it right in between these folders on the bookshelf. This is going to look all the way down Classical Hall and help us watch anyone pushing that bar door or just add 90. Now this next cam is a little bit of a default one, I guess you could say, but we're going to throw it under this bench here. I find it to be really strong and the attackers have to prone to get it, so it puts them at kind of a disadvantage. And we're going to use it to watch this kind of landing top red area, and you can hear audio on red. Next, let me show you where I place this nitro cell below. I'm going to go ahead and make our way down main. We're going to go just through art here into piano, and we're going to place it right here on this panel. Now this panel is going to have the nitro cell placed in study just before the door into sight, and so you can blow this whenever they're about to push in, and so you can get a pretty free kill that way. So I'm going to quickly show you what kind of visibility you get on each camera. This is our study cam. This is our hallway cam where we can see all the way down to 90 this entire Classical Hall and watch for anyone pushing up main. And this is our one under the bench, just seeing the other side of that 90 hall and watching this kind of landing area. Now moving to our trophy statue site, we're going to go set up our first cam over here in master. We're going to put it just in this lamp here. With the light from the lamp and the color of the shade, the stained glass, it's really hard to see. So that's a pretty strong one there. We're going to return back to our bench cam here. I just like where that cam's at. Very strong for both sites watching those main halls. And for this last one here, I'm going to throw it in this lampshade in Astro. It's a little visible, but when you stand further back, you really can't see it, so they're not really going to find it. Now I'm going to show you what each cam gives you visibility wise and kind of just what you can see on each one. So here's our Astro cam. You can kind of hear anyone pushing in through bathroom and watch the stairs. Obviously we have our bench cam and then our master cam. Last thing I want to show you where we're going to place that nitro cell below. So we're going to run down into the laundry room. We're going to place it right in this corner, and that's going to go right into the master door to sight, right in between, being ready to blow up anyone pushing that. So really strong spot, pretty much always someone there. Every round you play defense on this, so pretty free kill. Next, let's go ahead and take a look at the best cam spots for the upstairs site on Oregon. For this first spot, we're going to go into master here. There's going to be 3 variations for this cam, and I'll let you pick your favorite. This first one's going to be up in just the corner of the room here above this wardrobe. That's going to give you the best visibility of the site, but it's pretty easy to see. This next one is going to be a little more hidden, but a little worse visibility wise. You're not going to be able to see as much as the room with that cam. And this last one is going to have the worst visibility of the 3. You're going to be using it for mostly audio, but it is pretty hard to find, and you can see a slight part of the room underneath that lamp, so very difficult to see, but you have poor visibility on your end. This cam is somewhere in between. You can see a decent amount here, but not everything. And this last one, you get the most visibility of the room and closet. I prefer this one, even though it's a little bit easier to see. For our next cam, we're going to open the wall right at the top here. And you can just do this with your Deagle like this if you're using the FPX, which you should be. And then you just throw it right on this beam here. And that's going to allow you to look into trophy and attic. For our last one, we're just going to throw it right up here in the corner, watching white stairs. Just for anyone who dies, being able to watch that flank can be invaluable. So here's the view from all the cams. That's white. This is our attic and trophy cam, being able to look back and forth into both. And my preferred cam in master, we're going to use this one to do our nitro cell from below. And for our nitro cell below, we're going to go just downstairs into classroom. Just placing it somewhere around here on this area of the ceiling, being able to blow up anyone pushing into closet. Any of your hard breaches, thatchers, whatever is going in there to get that wall open, you can use this to blow them up. And if they don't push that, if they're not trying to open the closet, you can just use it to blow up someone into master if they're just trying to push that trophy door. Next, we're going to look at my favorite cam spots for the basement site on Clubhouse. For For this first cam, we're going to put it right here in between this ventilation shaft, and I have to give credit to one of my teammates for this one. They totally came up with this one on their own, so I'm stealing it for this video because it's an awesome cam spot to watch blue, anyone pushing down oil, down those stairs, and just in those hallways. For this next cam spot, we're going to make our way up into the kitchen, and we're going to use these for our nitro cells through the floor. Now there's quite a few spots that you can place it to hide it. One is right here under this kind of vent hood. Obviously quite hard to see when you're standing, and has a somewhat decent view of the hatch area for when you're trying to nitro cell from below. And here's another variation of that. You're just going to prone, throw it under this table, and it just gives you slightly different sight lines view of this kitchen. And for our last cam, we're just going to make our way into Moto and throw it just underneath this motorcycle. It's very difficult to see with the black flag behind it and the motorcycle being in the way. It gives you a great view of Moto. Here's the different sightlines that these cams give you. You can see into this blue hallway from this cam by the vents. You have to use some audio because of the vent being in the way, but very strong camera. Then we have our cam here in Moto. It's going to give you sightlines into all of Moto, and you can watch the hallway directly down from main stairs. And here's the sightlines of our kitchen cam. When you place it under this table here, you can see the majority of the room, so I picked the table spot the majority of the time. And there's the Valk video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I really hope the Valk cams are good and serve you well in your ranked games, but give me feedback down below and let me know what operators you'd like to see next.